You know? It would be nice if you were consistent. Yes. I also don't know why you're doing that fuzzy crunchy thing. Oh, it's very annoying, but not a big deal, really, at the end of the day. Butter. I was gonna ask why you're up so early. It's not early for you. Like, what the heck are you doing this awake this time of day? But I think you're 2 ahead of me. So what's going on, bud? There's so many things that I have to do since getting back home. And I don't even have a video for tomorrow. Board game? What kind of board game? My wife was into board games. Walk. Are you at your mom's right now or your dad's? I'll close the door real quick. Oh. I've got so many things that I need to get done. A tournament? Every day? How do you play a game of Monopoly? I have never known a game of Monopoly to last more, or to last less than 2 weeks at a time. Every time I have ever played Monopoly, it lasts for 2 weeks. And that's like 8-hour days, like a job. Okay. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense, actually. I need to figure out how to start. I don't know what you'd call it. Drumming up business on the Discord server and the YouTube channel and what have you. And I'm thinking about possibly. So I don't do like Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or any of that. I don't agree with a lot of the way they handle things. That's a lot of card games. My wife would have loved hanging out with you guys. That was like her thing. Card games and board games and all that stuff. Me, not so much. If I'm going to sit down and play a game, it's got to engage more of my brain than that. I don't know, card games and board games are just... They're more hanging out with people than they are the game. And if I want to hang out with people, we're going to go do something different. Dune board game? Played Risk a couple of times. Back in... Oh, before they invented dirt. I remember that day. Still widely considered by many to be a bad decision. I have a receipt on the floor. Well, invoice, technically. So if I'm going to play Risk, I'm not actually going to play Risk. I'm going to play Civilization. Is Civilization? Sid Meier, right? Sid Meier's Civilization? Yeah. I haven't played... What's the current one? Like 6? Civ 6? Where's the Steam? I don't even remember. The last one I played, I think, was Civ 3. So it's been a while. But if I'm going to play a game like that, it's going to be probably Civilization. I was going to look it up on Steam, and Steam has to update. Here in a minute, whenever I wake up, as it were, I started the stream and I'm kind of wanting to take it slow and easy for a minute, but I've got to, so I'm going to start a recording, because I've been recording stuff, but I haven't been editing or anything the past week, because other things and my sleep schedule's just been completely screwed up. I've been sleeping, okay, like 2 or 3 times a day for 2 or 3 hours at a time. It's not great. And it's not very good sleep either, which is probably leading to the sense of doom, I guess. I feel like there's something wrong. Can't quite put my finger on it, but I feel like there's something wrong. Yeah, 6. Civilization 6. Came out fairly recently, I guess. Actually, I think I played 5 for a few minutes. I think a buddy had it, and I played it for a little bit, and that wasn't bad. But I like the older stuff. You know what I mean? You feel me? Real talk. That's the stuff kids say, right? But I've got to do a bit of recording. It looks like it's cloudy outside, but it's not cloudy outside. Aliens. Must be aliens. It's gotta be aliens. But I 3D printed a thing. It's a very simple thing. It's a very basic thing. Here's version thing number 1. It's crunchy. Because I did it wrong. And that's a me problem. That's I was gonna say RTFM problem, but it's not a read the manual problem. Operator error? Operator error. I loaded PLA into the printer somehow, on accident, instead of ABS, but it was sliced for ABS, which means the temperature was very high for PLA, which means it came out crunchy, because it was just like boiling inside the hot end, essentially. And that's no bueno. No bueno por caca. What I probably should do, though, I already checked that. That was weird. So what I've got to do today I don't even know. There's some stuff that I'm gonna have to leave later. I have no idea when exactly. Just sometime in the next 5 hours or so. And some things I've got to just run around town and do. And then some stuff I got to sit down with the roommates and do. And things and stuff and things and stuff and things. But I don't know what I'm doing right this second. Other than wondering where my sunglasses are. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I found him, I found him. Boop. Gelada. Okay, so I've got a bunch of stuff I've got to do. I probably should organize my thoughts first, which means moving the vehicles out of the driveway so I can pull the pass it out of the garagey, and then whiteboard stuff. That's what we're going to do first. So, tripod, set you guys up by the door. I think that's the plan. I think that's the plan. Come with me, and you will see the things I do in the garagey. Kind of like that, right? Okay. So now, and we gotta fix this clear coat on this dang car too. So now, I'm gonna start moving cards. So I can get this thing out of here, so I can move this stuff around, so we can get to the whiteboard, so I can start organizing my thoughts. So that's what we're gonna do. One vehicle moved. Bike is next. While we're here, while we are here, got some dry lube somewhere, right? Dry lube. Dry lube? Dry lube! Yoo-hoo! How are you? Huh. I don't know where it went. Dry lube. Oh. Oh. That's lithium. We don't want lithium. I've got like... What? I can't find lithium, man. Okay. Interesting. Oh, here. Okay. Well, that's weird. I can't find the dry lube. So I guess we're just going to use Teflon for now. The ignition switch on my roommate's Shadow is a bit sticky. we're going to try to fix that a little bit. Okay, well, fixing the ignition is going to take a little bit of work. A little bit of what I got right now. Time. Next step. CV. That's out the driveway. And it does appear as though there are clouds rolling in. Where'd who go? I'm moving cars. I said that. If you'd been here earlier, you'd have heard me said that. And then you'd have seen the stuff and the moving and the stuff and the what you know. Stuff, man. Okay? Stuff and things. Well, whose fault is that? Not mine, certainly. We're moving stuff out of the garagey right now. So I can... No. See, I said not mine before you said yours. Because stream delay. Yeah, so there's stuff I've got to do. There's a lot of stuff I've got to do since coming back to Utah. I mean, I don't have a bike for off-road. I just have the Versus, and it does. Depends on what you're riding it on. If you're riding on hard pack and rocks and semi-maintained roads like dirt roads and what have you, it's fine. But once you start getting down into like sand and stuff, even the tiniest little bit of sand, the thing just gets super squirrely, and it's just terrifying because it's got street tires on it. Where where the heck am I gonna put it? We can't even put the two bikes that we do own sit in the front yard, like into the grass in the front yard. If I had space, if I had even like a quarter acre, half an acre, I'd say absolutely yes. You see no space because the camera is a wide angle and my fat ass can barely fit through that gap. Which is why the road trip video looks kind of weird the way it does. Is people were riding my butt, and because of the way the cameras are, I couldn't quantify it and say, yeah, this is tailgating, because it doesn't look like tailgating because wide angle lens and a webcam. Just because, whatever. Well, you can see right here. See, my head fills the entire gap. See? Done. It's a knee slap around there. I'll tell you what. Oh, cushions. Cushions. Stay. Thank you. That's why people come here, man. Fine. There's stuff that goes there, so nothing can go there. The problem is it's all right there. And I have to move it all from right there and put some of it right there because I need the whiteboard. So, what I'm doing, I guess what I should do at some point is I should set up like a shuffling cars message. Because I've got the pot. Oh, well, it's called potty time. Apparently, it's a I'm a fat and I'm eating message. Okay, and then I've got checking the thing, changing hardware, and test drive. So I need to put. What I should probably do is have a scene that's like the stream scene, and then it's just all the messages, and I can click on whatever message I want to put up and do it that way. So it's like scenes embedded in scenes embedded in scenes, super nesting, which you should not do if you're programming. Don't ever super nest. Today is the facet. He's got to go out because I printed two things. This one was prototype V1, this one is prototype V2. Prototype V2 is probably going to be the end product. It still needs... So it needs fine-tuning, but not the part itself, the process. So the 3D printer needs fine-tuning. Because while my printer can do ABS, according to the sales documentation, I've had to modify it a little bit to make it do ABS reliably. And even then, I still get, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I still get, so this is flat, this is flat, this is flat, this is flat, these two edges lifted while it was printing because I don't have good bed adhesion for ABS. Which, yes, I use an ABS slurry, and yes, it mostly works, but because the bed is so large, 300 by 300, well, it's 300 by 305, but I have it set in Prusa to do 300 by 300, which is just simpler. Um, because it's so large, making the surface flat is either difficult or expensive. So choose your poison on that one. So the bed's not perfectly flat, which means getting adhesion for some of the more difficult materials, ABS, nylon, Delrin, etc., is a bit of a chore. And I've got some ideas, I've got some things I need to try. I need more hardware to do that, and hardware costs money, and not having a real job means no money. So, for right now, it's projects that sit over there somewhere. This guy has got to go out, though, into the driveway real quick, so I can get to the whiteboard so we can organize our thoughts, because there's just so much crap I've got to do, and it's just sort of overwhelming, honestly. So I need to clear the whiteboard, because that's all road trip stuff, road trip preparation stuff. So clear this side of the whiteboard and start writing down things, and then start prioritizing them on the whiteboard. So that's what we've got to do right now. So Passat goes out. So, keys and keys need to move somewhere. I have no space for anything. Like, what's going on? In the little box. I also have to redo a little bit of the Civic's alignment. The passenger front tire is towed out just a smooch too much. And I can tell that because when I'm driving down the road, steering wheel is slightly to the left, and when I straighten it, it just tries to veer to the right. So, passenger front is towed out just a smidge too much. We're going to let him run for a minute, because when I started him up, I don't know if you guys heard it in the mic, but when I started him up, he had a pretty bad misfire, and as it's warming up, it's going away, which is just moisture in connectors, moisture in the cylinders, moisture in the where the coils and the plugs meet inside the head there. So The Ford did it also. When I started it up a second ago, but the Civic never has. I don't know what's different about the VW and the Ford compared to the Civic, that the Civic doesn't get wet day misfires when cold. I don't know. It's nothing I've done, because I don't remember it ever having done it previously, and the time that I've owned the car versus the time that I've tuned, right, tuning is this much and car ownership is quite a bit more. I've owned it longer untuned than I have tuned. But the longer I own it, the faster that'll change. Sneasels! I need to kind of like organize some things. So I need to move all this crap. Which I guess I could pick you guys up and turn you. Tripod, come here, please. Cable, if you could not do what you're doing, I would appreciate that. Getting caught on literally anything. I'm beginning to think I need a wireless solution for cameras, or wireless. I need a wireless. So, whiteboard, and all the crap in front of it, which I've got to move. I also have to move the whiteboard because I need to get back behind it so I can put the Milwaukee charger back on the wall, start charging batteries. But this guy needs to go somewhere. Somewhere useful and not in the way. Which for right now, it's going in the way. That's trash. Leaky parts. Inside. That's trash. This goes down there. Soldering stuff. That's a thing. I need to figure out where to put soldering stuff. Stuff in cup. Cup goes back inside. Book goes back inside. Okay. Tape goes in the cabinet. It's the certified badge, but I'm showing the wrong direction. And it's just going to go over here. Same with the pen. Micrometer is going to go back inside. Cabin air filter goes in Volkswagen. soon as the hood feels warm on the Volkswagen, we'll shut him off. For right now, he's going to sit there and idle. Radius gauges are going to go in the measurement drawer. Tell you what, whenever we have to move, packing up this garage is going to be the worst part of it all. It's like nothing in here can just go in totes. Nothing can just be packed into a couple of boxes and shipped. It's a welding cart, it's a dolly, it's a chop saw, it's a compressor, little bitty compressor, but a compressor nonetheless. The bench, and the press, and the other bench, and the engine, and all of the crap on that cabinet. What? Need to figure out how to put my cloth buckle in the Civic. Problem is, this doesn't work for the latch. I think. These need to go so... I don't even know where these need to go. These need to go somewhere. I think for right now, filing cabinet. I think for right now, bench. This needs to go back inside, but for now, wrench. Okay. Discharge chute for the bagger. For now, over there. Fuel tank. Really bad welds. Don't look at the welds. Creeper. Somewhere over here. Propeller. Not enough to wash rags with. Let's go check the Volkswagen. Yep, that's more. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff we gotta put back together on the Volkswagen too. Okay, this thing is constantly in the way, but I use it. Right now, you're just going to come over here. So I need to pull the whiteboard out. So I can do some things and some stuff. A few things. Okay. What button? White bar has been pulled out. Which means I can put the charger back on the wall, I can. Would you guys believe I never drained a single of my Milwaukee batteries the entire time I was in Arizona? Just didn't even use them. Use Okay. This funnel is okie dokie. Now, let's whiteboard, shall we? But you guys can't even read it, I don't think? I don't know. Depends on what kind of display you're on. I can't read it, but I'm blind. Can we erase? Sort of. So, okay. Red's good. Blue. That's sufficient. It's not great, but it's sufficient. Get a rag, wipe the tray. Okay. Now, okay, things that need done. We'll do that in red, if red's still working. So we're not going to start prioritizing yet. So what I'll do, and I'll flip it up so I can write in the bottom. Easy. The things that need done. Toro side discharge needs to be built. Designed, built. Tell you what I'll actually do. This will be easier. Toro side discharge. VW. Cabin filter fix. Because VW did it wrong in the first place. Put the VW interior back together. You know what I do need to do? So I've got probably 10,000 miles. No. 5. Let's say 5. I've got 5,000 miles on the plugs that are in the Civic, which are the colder plugs. So what I should do is I should pull those out and check. That's not a needs to be done. That's a can be done and mods experiment, I guess. So blue. Check Civic plugs. which admittedly could go on the other side. Yes. What else needs done? I need to assemble my roommate's box thing. What the heck are those things called? Curio. Symbol curio box. Okay. Things that need done. Check and repair. Check and or repair the Simpson voltometer. The Old Navy. So I did went to Elliott's just before leaving Arizona in Tucson there, and I did get another Simpson meter, but it's the civilian variant, and it looks like a newer version because it's got regular 3 mil, or are they 3 mil, 3.5 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil? Regular banana jacks. Like if you just go and you look up banana jack, that's what it's got on. It's just the stuff you'll find if you type in banana jack. There was a banana before that was smaller. It's like 2 mil, 2.5 mil, 3 mil, something like that. I don't remember the size of it off the top of my head. I could look it up, but I'm lazy. I bled the brakes on the Versus the other day, the rear brake, and it works now. That's good. 4 months it was not working. Turns out it was just airing. I don't even know how I got airing. How did I get airing? I have no idea. But I bled the front still feels a bit funny to me. I might have to do it again. But for right now, fine. My roommate wants me to re-engineer major components of his Chevy's cooling system because it's a GM cooling system. It does exactly what you'd expect it to do. It goes up to 5 degrees below overheating on a warm day at idle with the AC on, where the needle just keeps rising, keeps rising, keeps rising, keeps rising. It's a Chevy. What they do. Because GM has designed all of their engines to be just, well, it's not the engines, it's the cooling systems. But they've designed the cooling systems to keep the engine about 5 degrees below warping heads. Which is silly. I saw when they were bringing back the Camaro, right, the new Camaro, because they discontinued it and then they brought it back because people were angry. They were taking it out to tracks and it kept overheating. They do a thing and it overheats. So they do another thing and it still overheats. And they do another thing and it still overheats. So what was their solution? Their solution was to increase airflow through the radiator. Okay, cool. How did they do that? You might be asking. Well, did they make the front end a little wider to give you more gulping power, as it were? No. Did they redesign the area in front of the radiator to channel air more efficiently through the radiator, or maybe an outlet, an exhaust for the engine bay, so air could move faster out of the engine bay? No. 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 Did they change the temperature at which the fan turns on? No. No, no. What their solution was to make the Chevy badge. He's only about that big. They took the Chevy badge and they hollowed out the shape. That was their solution. And it worked. So they left it. Yeah. It's like, guy, if it's overheating and it stops overheating with just that little tiny bit of a change, maybe that's not fully sufficient. Maybe you still need to do more because it's still that close to overheating in the first place. Maybe. But what do I know? I don't know nothing. I know zilch. So, I'm trying to decide if re-engineering the cooling system on the Chevy is worth the red or not. Because he's tired of it. What's really funny is they're not brand new anymore because we did the job in Vegas. But in Vegas, when we were living in Vegas, we replaced the water pump, the thermostat, the hoses, the radiator. I think we replaced the thermostat housing, which has no effect on cooling. It's just on a Chevy engine, it's a wear and tear item. Thermostat housing. Because GM also does not understand how to ground correctly. Which neither does Volkswagen, so, you know, there's that. So, your standard Chevy engine undergoes galvanic corrosion fairly regularly. Because they've never installed enough grounds to prevent it. They also put grounds in really, really dumb places. Grounds? So ground wires and ground connections to the body or to the engine should be accessible, with the engine completely assembled, with the entire vehicle completely assembled. All grounds should be readily accessible, so that when they break, you can repair them easily. It's not a giant, or you don't have to pull the engine to repair a ground. But the things I have seen, oh, the things I have seen. So that's almost done. You need to finish the fuel. That's something that needs to be, it's been sitting here for 2 years now. I've been working on it physically for 3, as an idea for 5, and I've just never completed. Because something else is always going on. The Accord. Gotta do the Accord. It's been sitting for 8 months. I guess then I can do a list of tertiary things that need to be done. Okay. Yeah, noise. So, let's do that. Blue will be tertiary. So, acidic plugs. Civic HVAC. Chevy cooling system. Do we have Shadow? Okay, we have him up there. Also. No, I don't think that'll work. Never mind. Yes. That's fine. We'll put that up there after, okay? Oh. Hey. Oh. Rebuild the steering rack that I rebuilt already, and I stuck in, and the passenger side seal is just apparently non-existent. Gotta figure out what's going on there. It dumps. The second you start the engine and the pump starts running and you provide pressure to the rack, it just dumps all the fluid into the passenger side tube and bellows. I don't know why. There's a seal retainer which I'm wondering if I damaged or did not install correctly when I put it back together. Looking at the book, I'm going to look again at the book, but looking at the book, it looks like that whole side you can do independent of the rest of the rack. So you don't have to worry about that too much. I would have loved, if it wasn't a time issue or a money issue, I would have loved to have kept the rack that failed during the road trip when I got back here that I had to replace and taken it apart to figure out what the heck was wrong with it, because I was really curious what exactly failed and how it failed, and if there was anything I could do to prevent that in the future. Because I do drive down dirt roads from time to time and I'm not gentle. So if I could prevent failure in the future, I'd like to do that. Also, I have to go hello? You're supposed to be centered? Why are you not centered? Stand by. That's why. That's why. Bam. Okay. Bio break. I shall return momentarily. Okay, I'm back from my bio break. Okay, so we have that stuff. Snow blower. Heavy. Or storage. I need to go to storage. Where do we need to go to storage? And to find some old phones. Because mine are broken. So, getting a hold of me is a little bit more difficult. Not getting a hold of me is more difficult. My discovering that I have been gotten a hold of, I guess, is more difficult. Which I guess we could just move you down just a smooch. How about that? Does that work? Is that a little bit better? So I did some weed eating yesterday. I did 20 minutes of weed eating. And that was absolute murder on my allergies. I am so incredibly allergic to grass. Most grass. There's a few grasses that I'm not allergic to at all as far as I know. But this stuff, this Bermuda crap, for sure, I am extremely allergic to. We're talking, if I had not gone and taken a cold shower to rinse off all the little flecks of, just weed eating debris, lawn mowing debris, the little chunks that fly all over the place, I will, my whole body, wherever the grass is, it'll turn red, it'll puff up like pipes, and I will itch like, which I guess technically is hives, right? Hives are just an inflammatory response. So, yeah, wherever the grass is. Also, because I didn't wear any kind of respiratory apparatus while doing that, I inhaled some flecks of debris, and my nose was running, and I was stuffy and congested, and I couldn't breathe, and it was affecting my throat even, my sinuses and my throat and everything else. And in efforts to try to clean some of that stuff out, I caused a fairly moderate, large nosebleed yesterday, which was fun. When I say fun, I mean not fun at all. What else do I need to do? And I was right earlier. Clouds are moving in. They came from that direction. So the sky was clear that way when I was talking about it a little bit ago. But it is no longer clear that way. It's all cloudy outside. Which is weird because it appears as though the clouds are moving that way. Not that way. Strange. What else do I need to do? There's a bunch of stuff I gotta do. I have to try to go to Idaho tomorrow to talk to some people about some work and a place to stay. Because I'm trying to get out of Utah. Because things and reasons and stuff and things, screw Utah. Something has been made very evident to me recently-ish that Utah is not the place for me. Coming soon, Utah will be not a place for much of anyone. But that's geopolitical stuff. We're not talking about that. It could. This could be, today's stream could just be a geopolitical stream. How about that? You guys want to talk about geopolitics? Can't tell you much about the rest of the world. I know some basics, but I try not to pay attention to it. So all that I get is bleed over from extraneous conversations that I have with other people, which I try not to have. I try not to have conversations with other people. Not that I try not to have extraneous conversations, I just try not to have conversations, period. I try to stick my interactions with humans to banter and business. I need something from you, you need me to pay for it, or you need something from me in return as payment, I suppose. So let's work on that. Okay. Oh. What else do I need to do? Like, seriously. I swear there was a whole bunch of other stuff I need to do. I need a clean PC. I need a shop chair. I need to blow the ASUS out because it was running when I was driving down the dirt road, and it has rained on the Civic since I got back here, and there's still sticky dust all over the outside of the Civic because Arizona is filled entirely, or covered, I guess, entirely with sticky dust. Build the shop chair. What else? What else? Hey, on the ground, please. Clean rags. Birdie bear. That'll do. Got some aluminum somewhere. Also got stainless. We'll probably make the discharge shoot out of stainless. Honestly. Because I've got a fairly thick piece of stainless over there. We'll stick it in the vise and we'll just heat it up and hammer it until it's sort of in the right shape. Down to the van. Job from before I left. Which I'll talk to her about tomorrow when I go up there. Hey. What? Oh. Oh, the valve adjustment. Did I? You know what? I don't even remember. Did I do the valve adjustment on the Civic before I left? Pretty sure I did. I'm like 92% certain I did. Didn't say anything about water pump. Which those aren't coming off. So, blue rags? Where'd I put blue rags? Blue rags! Woo-hoo! Where'd it go? Hello? What you guys do with my blue rags? What are you guys taking and moving my stuff for, huh? Huh, chat? What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you, huh? They might be inside. Stand by. Let me check. Actually, I know they're inside. Okay. I also just remembered two other things I have to do. I have nowhere to put stuff. There's also something going on at the school down the road, and there's a bunch of people just screaming their absolute nuts off. Which, to me, is annoying. Nobody's screaming. Is there anything else more annoying? Okay. Well. Guess we're doing it this way, aren't we? Alright. We don't need to do the headlining thing right now. Delete it. Oh yeah, that's why I haven't done much of the tank. I've been trying to figure out how I want to do the filler neck. Which what I might do. I don't want to. I was thinking maybe do it with a flange on the side of the tank, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to do it an aluminum tube and weld it on. So we're about to go down to Taco and grab some aluminum tube. Probably some thicker wall stuff, which is fine. We're going to do all this crap to the shadow at some point. He sold the old GTI, so we can actually take that one off the list. Because my roommate is not the kind of person that will disassemble a car. He'll never come out here and do any of the stuff that I do. He won't do it. Which makes no sense to me. He is much more content to sit there being angry at a video game. I need to clean up that corner. Not corner. Line. There's a dirty line and it's kind of bugging me. We're going to do that. Okay. I need to start designing the intake for the Civic, which means I need to measure the head. That's not going to be it today, but I can put it on here as just something that needs done. Here's my camera mount solution. When I was using the Canon tripod almost exclusively. Oh, thank y'all. Okay, so. Measure the intake ports on the Y7 head. And then subsequently design an intake. Which they're just D-series ports is all they are. So once I get the basic shape kind of figured out, it'll be pretty easy. And I'll be able to use locked, finally. I've never actually used locked for anything in FreeCAD. That'll be fun. Because the question is, do I want to do I guess I want to have the intake set up so that port pulses are 360 degrees offset from each other, 180 degrees offset from each other. Which means it'll be 1, 3, 2, 4 or 1, 4, 2, 3. One, 4, 3, 2. I think. What's the fire order again? Oh, I'm gonna have to do some math. And then I have to do a little bit of math for the exhaust, because I need to figure out that resonant frequency. I guess I need to find a free wave pad should be able to do it. Do it through FFT and wave pad. Because I have to measure resonant frequencies in the exhaust inside the cabin. Because that's a big part of exhaust engineering in the OEM world is removing resonant frequencies, making the exhaust quiet. Which is dumb. Your exhaust should never be quiet on a car, honestly. There should always be some amount of noise that you can hear from a few hundred feet away at least. So if you have transport that is completely silent, you have people that can't use their eyeballs and look for cars and then they get hit by them. Which, natural selection. Don't get me started on that whole thing. You can go for hours and days and weeks and months and years on subjects like that. Do not get me started. Oh, snap! I need to do hood V2. I need to work on the HVAC for the Civic. Because I was hoping to have a basic prototype AC system installed by this point so I could start running tests. These fly things are weird. Oh, sky's clear again. How about that? Chat, what else do I need to do? I don't even know. I guess it's time to pull the Volkswagen back in and do the HVAC thing. Right? which I need to check it before I do the thing. So, I will need a razor blade. Right. Put it back on this side. I mean, Civic plugs, that's easy. That'd take me, I only need to check 2 of them. I can check all 4 of them, it takes literally 2 extra minutes. Okay, well, let's put you back over there. Pull the Volkswagen. So the extension cord that my roommate left all over the garage. Because neither one of them cleans up after itself, honestly. Okay. Let's go take a look at the Volkswagen, shall we? Forward, just spin and search. What I really need to get is a light on a tripod. Because, like, you can't see that. So let's see if we can't do something about that, shall we? No. No, we can't. Not really. Okay, well, might have to do some other shots later. But let's record this for now. I'll have to do voiceover later also. Okay. We have adapters. Grab the adapters. And adapter V1, which I mistakenly printed in PLA instead of ABS. Full idea is the adapter goes in there. Grab our handy dandy flashlight. The adapter goes in here and removes the slack from this. I don't know why that needs to be. Volkswagen had 2 different seals in here for whatever reason. My aim is to fix it. My aim is to make it one to see. So, to that end, we're going to clean off all of this. I just got to get a little razor blade and scrape it. We are then going to semi-permanently attach this little adapter plate It's going to be RTB, so it's soft. So this V1 is a little bit too tall. So I went back and I removed 3 millimeters, and right now is the test. I have no idea. I have no idea if this is sufficient or not. Okay. Then we stick have an air filter box in on top of that. That, and we fold it down fully. That'll work. That can bolt down fully. It doesn't. There's a little bit, I can feel a little tiny bit of contact between the box and the adapter ring. So what we'll do is we'll clean it off, we'll apply the RTB. We will set it down. I'll probably set it down in there before I RTB it. We'll mark it where it goes with a paint pen. And then set the adapter down in there. And before the RTB has cured, we will put the cabin air filter housing on and bolt it down to A, hold the adapter in place, and to B, apply a little bit of pressure to the top of it. Actually, what I'm going to do, I need to go to Lowe's today or Home Depot anyway, because we have to order. I found a thing that they do sell, but I don't think they have it at the local store, so we have to order it. And I'd rather order it from a place that has a physical location, like a storefront, that if it's the wrong thing, I can take it back and return it, get my money back, or exchange it, or whatever. You can actually just go to the store and do that. I kind of need to go to Joann's. So, actually, I think we're going to end the stream. Because I need to do that. I'm going to do it before my roommates get up, because when my roommates get up, we have stuff we have to do together. So what I think I'll do is we'll end the stream here. And we'll pick it back up. I don't know if it's going to be today. I have no idea. So if not today, it'll be Sunday. I'll be in Idaho probably all day tomorrow, so there will be no stream tomorrow. And I do apologize to you guys for the very, very spurious stream schedule since I've gotten back to Utah. I know in Arizona the reason I didn't stream is because nowhere did I have internet capability that I could stream. And of course I'm screaming over the music. Nobody told me I left the music loud! Sorry. But yeah, for right now, so I did say short stream, 2 hours, that's fine. Need to go to Joann's and Home Depot. Joann's might have a thing I need, and Home Depot has a listing for it, but we're gonna have to look it up, which I might I'll just hop on the bike and I'll go to Joann's and do a quick check. And then Home Depot, I can take the book bag, because Home Depot, I just want a small thing of silicone, just clear silicone. That's what I'm going to use to seal the adapter to the Volkswagen. So I can pull the Volkswagen back inside the shop for right now. So I don't have to worry about sealing the body there with a valance of some kind. So, that'll be it for this stream, because I have to go run and try to find some more things again today. There's really nothing else I can do. I could hop in FreeCAD and start trying to design an intake, but I have to measure the head first. It's a whole lot of other things. I will bring you guys along with me whenever I go to build the curio, when I do the shop rags, when I wash them, when I do the Toro side discharge, the voltometer, you guys can come along with me for the fuel tank, the Accord, doing that rack, figuring out why the heck it failed in the first place. Yeah, everything else. So for right now, it's just, I want to go check stuff before my roommates get up. They'll probably be up in 7 hours or so. They'll probably be up in a couple hours. So I'd like to go figure out the next thing on the Volkswagen while it's in my head, right here, right now, before I start on something else and get distracted and don't finish it. Because that is absolutely a thing that happens. It's ADHD, it's fine. So, for right now, thank you guys for joining us. Anybody that's been here the whole time, thank you. I appreciate you. Anybody that came in late, you know who you are. Shame on you. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Thank you guys for being here at all, period. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And whatever it is you guys are doing today, it's a Friday, right? Yeah, it's a Friday. So whatever you guys are doing today, I hope you have fun. And subsequently, I hope you have a good night, a good day, a good eat, a good sleep, a good BM, a good whatever the heck it is that you're doing. I hope it works out for you. And we will see you later. Maybe today, probably, almost definitely Sunday. Almost 100% decidedly Sunday. I have to go see about a job that is in Idaho, so I don't know if I'll be streaming those days. It depends on, I have to go talk to the guy about whether he's cool with me doing YouTube, doing streams, doing recordings, posting videos, etc., out of his shop, because it's just going to be working on cars temporarily while I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is that I want to do with myself for like the next step in my life. I have an idea. I have a very good idea, actually. But for now, it's a I've got bills to pay kind of thing. So it's going to be a who knows? So we'll see you guys later. I hope you have a good one.